Hi and welcome to part 2 of Let's Play Brutal Mario, or Mario.
And now we enter the fortress of Lemmy the Hermit.
Lemmy the Hermit, of course.
Again, we've been here before.
Have we?
Yeah, we did it in the last video, but I got the secret exit. Now we're going to actually face off against said Hermit
Okay.
and his mid-boss, who we will come across when we get there. Well, so far so good. Many avid Nintendo fans will recognise the foreground details from Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 2 of course.
So this looks annoying.
It is, but they don't make it a hard level. Like, I think maybe there's one pit in the entire sequence, even if that. And I think this is more to sort of make you tread carefully than anything else. Like, he does a few levels where there's like an annoying gimmick in the level, but he doesn't then make it a really hard level as well. You'll tone down the difficulty to suit what he's challenged you with. See, I mean, that wasn't so bad. Like, it wasn't like he was making me jump on like single blocks or anything like that. Nothing stupid.
So what does the choice of doors there signify?
Well, in every fortress or castle there is an orange door halfway through the level. Because what he does is he'll usually give you a mid-boss, or the boss will be so hard that he feels it's justified that you can skip to the boss from the halfway point if you've already got there. So what the rule is you'll usually put 5 Yoshi coins at the end of the level, and if you collect them, which is very trivial to do because they're all right there, that means that orange door becomes active for the rest of the game. Like, you can use it from there, which is quite a nice feature. I don't know how he's done that, but just means that if you ever mess up, you can just go and do that. Now, people see that silver coin at the bottom there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down there, I think. Yeah. Not dead.
It was a classic Donkey Kong Country maneuver.
Yeah, definitely. Find the stray banana and explore. If that were me, I would have just made that a pit anyway, but that's me.
You are quite a dick.
So here's our second orb. No, it's our first orb, sorry.
Yeah, I haven't seen this yet.
Every castle has an orb. And
what do they do?
Well, I don't know yet, but it says when you bring them to Bowser's castle, having collected all of them, something happens. So I'm determined to get all of them as we come across them. And they're quite well hidden, the ones I've got so far. Took me a while to find out where some of them were.
So is this the first boss from Yoshi's Island 2? Yoshi's Island Super Mario World 2?
This is completely its own thing. I don't know how he's done this.
Are you sure? Isn't there one where it's like a ghost in a plant pot and you have to, and there's a shark guys pushing against you?
Oh, maybe that's where he's got the sprite from.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. I'm not sure actually now you said that, but in this incarnation, I'm pretty sure this is just him messing around with. And yeah, these brews will annoy me a lot. But the strategy here is just to keep on bringing them high, and then ducking so they slide a bit further across the level, which allows you to push this guy further. But it does take a while. Oh, almost. Nah. But there's a few bosses like this in the genuine Nintendo series where it's not a case of hitting them, it's a case of just felling them in one quick way.
Yeah.
The one I'm thinking of off the top of my head is the second boss from Wario Land on the Game Boy.
I haven't played Wario Land 2.
Just the first one, sorry. Wario Land, Super Mario Brothers 3 it was called at the time. It's not Rice Beach, it's the second world, and it's a Minotaur that you have to throw off into some spikes.
Oh, okay.
So this one isn't too hard. It can be hard if you've taken some hits in the previous room, because you do have to come straight here. But the basic strategy is to just count 5, and that's when you'll come back. Just avoid his bouncy balls, and jobs are good. Not too difficult for the first set of custom bosses, but they do get significantly more difficult. I mean, when I hear the words Brutal Mario, I think, oh, like Kaizo, like difficult.
Yeah.
But I'm beginning to think Brutal and Brutal Mario is about him being brutal, and that his goal is to eat baby dinosaurs.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, I see what you mean. Mario's being brutal rather than the game is brutal.
Well, but I think both are true, but I think it's definitely more true that he is brutal himself. So, rather than rescuing the Yoshi who thinks he's safe, he's just going to fry it up, as the prologue told us.
Mario, of course, eating Yoshis. Okay, so now we're on the
Boss Bass Bridge. So it hasn't started yet, but that was stupid.
Yep.
The gimmick in this one is after a certain point you'll see a sign, and after it you'll be targeted by, do you know the annoying fish that gulp you in one go in Super Mario Bros. 3?
Oh yeah.
They'll come up and try and chomp at you. So there you go. So I'll go past the fish sign, and I get this target on me. The target, for those of you who are nerds, is from Yoshi's Island again, as there's a lot of detail in this level. The posts, the clouds, the target, the fish, as we said, from Mario Bros. 3.
It's not as bad as I expected now. I thought it was going to be like, you know, where you get like the endless cheeps or something like that.
Oh right, yeah, like, no, it's
You
fair.
only need a cape to get that key. Actually, no, you can't do, can you?
Yeah, well, you keep guessing, Ben. I know how to do it, but cape's not the way to go.
Right, so
The blue switch making this level infinitely more easy.
you can't do the duck jump when you've got Yoshi, can you? Or can you?
Nope.
Hmm.
It's not at all obvious.
Anyway, I won't spend the whole video just trying to think of how to beat one puzzle.
No, but there's a lot of like clever puzzles in the game, which I quite like, rather than just sort of gauntlets of jumps. So let's go get that secret exit, shall we?
Let's do.
So, what are your thoughts on Brutal Mario so far? I know you've seen a few.
It seems like a very well made game. I mean, I've seen some of the later bosses on videos. This is long before we
All that
started
kicks off.
LPing, but
Yeah.
it seems like a well made game. It seems like it's got a good sense of humour. It's just nice to see ROM hacks that aren't
Just
glitchy as hell.
glitchy as hell, or like Dick Move Central, basically.
Yeah.
I did that wrong. I thought, since I'm doing like these videos in sort of like level-based takes, I felt like it's only fair that I include the occasional death. Or things just get boring, don't they?
They do, that's true.
I mean, I could have edited that out.
It's
no
nice to have
problem.
Death Watch as well.
Yeah, nice to have Death Watch. I mean, it doesn't feel genuine since I'm not including the endless amount of deaths that I will, no doubt, endure, but it just makes good watching. Like, with Donkey Kong, I felt like the deaths in there were alright, because our amazing commentary kept things interesting. but I don't think any amount of banter will make endless attempts of levels interesting, because it's not as pacey as Donkey Kong. Like, to get...
Oh, do you spin jump up the fish?
You don't. I tried that. It doesn't work. You need to get this guy and bounce on him.
Oh, okay.
So... Ooh, okay, that... Oh yeah, we got we got stereo sound. No, we haven't. But that sounded really weird. Anyway.
I think we do.
Yeah. So it's this Tide Cave.
So, I guess you don't really know like what the benefit of the various secret routes are, do you? Because you haven't finished the game yet.
Haven't finished the game yet, but from what I've seen so far, they've got their own sort of version of the Star Road. So there's definitely bonus levels in it for me, if I take them all.
Yeah.
But most of the time it will be... there's three types of benefits. There's the Star Road levels, which I haven't really played yet because I want to save them for like one sequence. I want to play them all at once in one sort of video or two. There's shortcuts which just allow me to skip sections of the game, which is alright, but I want to show everything, so I will do the levels regardless. And there's also switch palaces, which, as we've already seen, make a particular level very easy later on. I feel like, from what I've seen anyway, the switches you do get only seem to work in one level, but they make that level very easy,
Yeah.
or at least passable.
Switch passes are something ROM hackers seem to really go to town on for some reason. They seem to love doing stuff with the Switch Palace over anything else.
Yeah, well, I still think when whoever, I can't remember the guy who made this actually, but whoever made this game, the ROM hacker responsible, I think he's tried to make this have a very, production title sort of feel to it. Like the levels have themes. Like these are all sort of the underwater cave levels.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of forest levels all together rather than just sort of random level after random level. They've got bosses in relatively sort of reasonable places where you'd expect them in the game.
Yeah.
And the Switch Palaces feel like Switch Palaces. They're just full of coins. There's a slight puzzle to it, but there's no threat. Like some Switch Palaces and a lot of ROM hacks, just like really harsh puzzles. Or
I think it's the Kaizo. It was a Kaizo Switch Palace hack, and it's just stupid.
yeah, like I mean, there's some challenging levels and bosses in this game. Don't get me wrong, but there's none which you feel like when you die, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
I feel like any error I've ever made is. Well, usually, I feel like it's my fault. Sometimes I think the game is a little bit too harsh on me, but I think it's what you would call console difficulty. Like someone could give you this game,
Yeah.
on a cartridge and you could play it. I think it'd be
Yeah.
hard, but you could do it.
Well, we'll be back again in part 3.
See you then.